The thing that irritates me the most is like what we were just talking about there. It's the Chelsea Liverpool game, and just how it ruins the top 5 race for Villa and Forest and Newcastle, really, when Chelsea get a gimme against the team that's lost 2 all season and is the best team, and they put half their team out. It's not Chelsea's fault. It's not Liverpool's fault. It's just annoying, isn't it?
I mean, we'll start with that game yesterday. Liverpool visiting Stamford Bridge. Now, under normal circumstances, would have been a fantastic game. If you're a Chelsea fan, it still was a fantastic game. Big win for Chelsea in their chances of getting into that top 5, beating Liverpool by 3-1. But Liverpool, I think they made 6 changes and they just looked a shadow of themselves. My mate, who's a big Chelsea fan, texted me during the first half and said, Robbie, Liverpool are on the beach, right? And they were, weren't they? I mean, they were really poor.
Yeah. And I think, look, they've got every right to be on the beach. It's been a season where no one really predicted they were going to win the Premier League. It's going to be a great season for Arne Slot, and nobody's there to push them. And psychologically, I think football is about fitness, but I think it's also about those extra 5% here and there. And if Liverpool had been going into that Arsenal game next week a bit concerned, maybe 6 points ahead or something like that, I think they would have gone there and played a different team at a different intensity. But it was a mismatch. Chelsea needed to win. Liverpool didn't need to win. And look, I think back to 99 when we won the title, we won the treble. People forget that the final game of the season, we had Spurs at Old Trafford and Arsenal. I think we're playing Everton. And we needed to win. And we'd played Blackburn, I think, the game before that or 2 games before that, who were managed by Brian Kidd. They were going to in a relegation battle. And, that's a title race when it goes like that. The problem is we haven't had the title race. So Liverpool are entitled to rest players, but it is unfair. It is unfair on Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest and Newcastle and everyone else in that top 5 race that it just lands for Chelsea. We were saying Chelsea's final 4 games are really tough.
Yeah.
They go and beat Liverpool 3-1, Liverpool's 3rd loss of the season. It's just, there's a reason for that. Liverpool fans don't care. Chelsea fans don't care. But the Premier League should care, because with no relegation and these sort of things happening, if the Premier League is going to be over in mid-May, in mid-April, then we need some jeopardy, and there's not a lot from that. But yeah, Chelsea, your mate's right. Chelsea looked like they were going to win that game from the first minute.
Yeah, and they deservedly did win it, and it's a massive win for them. Looking at some of the other games yesterday, it was Newcastle